Hello, happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a great week, or at least the best that you can. Um, every Friday, I come on with a guest, and we give you tips and tricks to help your child get the education that they deserve. So, today I want to talk about the fact that school is ending. Let me know, has your child's school already ended, or are you gearing up for the end of the school year? This school year has been really wild, but always I try to encourage parents to help their child reflect on the school year. Um, no matter what happened during it. So today let's talk about helping your child reflect why you want to do that and how you can do that simply and easily without it being awkward or weird and feeling like a forced conversation. So let's get started. Why do you want your child to reflect on the school year? Let's talk about it. Reflection is a great tool for adults and kids. We want to be adults that reflect frequently. We want to think about what we've done or what happened to us and then move forward after that reflection, knowing what we want to do next. And kids are the same way. So, this is your opportunity to help your child build that skill of reflection, which is a lifelong skill that will really serve them well. And this is a great opportunity to do it because school ending is like a definite close on one chapter, and then school opening is a definite open on another one. So it gives us these good like opens and closes. Unless you are going to a year-round school or you're doing year-round homeschool, and that might be a little bit different for you. So, how? How do you reflect with your child? Um, this is a great question, and a lot of different families will do it different ways. So, think about what's going to be helpful specifically for your family and your child. You may want to, if you have multiple kids, reflect with each separately. Um, and then do kind of like a big family reflection on the things like routine and how you guys handled homework and things like that. But first thing, try to make it fun. So the thing that might help it not feel awkward or forced is making it into a standing date. So maybe like the day after school ends, we go get ice cream or we go get donuts or we go to the park and we sit and we talk about the school year. A fun environment or a fun activity makes it a little bit less forced and awkward. And then don't this if you if you reflect with your child and you get one thing from this video, I hope you get this. Don't use this as the opportunity to make digs at your child for things that you wish that they had done differently. I'm going to sit here for a second. Let you think about that, because I don't know about you, but when I'm reflecting with kids, I get really tempted to bring up that one thing that I want them to change, or that I notice that they should have done differently, and that I know that they know too. But this is not the opportunity. Not saying that you can't bring that up, but this is your child's reflection opportunity. They may bring up what you're thinking of naturally, and that'll be a great opportunity to talk about it. But we don't want this to turn into a meeting where your child feels like they're being attacked. So that's why we don't want to bring up and take digs at not like you would intentionally take a dig at your child, but we don't want to rub in the things that we are irritated about. Ask your child questions and listen more than you talk. So this is their reflection opportunity time. So naturally, they will be the one talking more. Again, this is way easier said than done because I don't know about you, but I like to talk a lot. Encourage your child to look into the future after they've reflected on the past. So maybe you kind of go through some of the questions and you've reflected, and then now you're thinking about next school year. So good reflection thinks about what happened and then thinks about the future or the present to decide kind of what you're hoping going forward. Now, questions that you can ask your child when you're helping them reflect, because having some questions on hand or in your brain is going to be helpful, because you don't want to be stumbling while you're leading them through this. And if your child is a little bit older, they may lead the reflection. You may just have to say, like, hey, tell me about this school year and what you're thinking about it. And they're going to open up, and the floodgates are going to flow, depending on what kind of kid you have. Other kids, it's going to be like pulling teeth. Let me know if you have one of those teeth pulling kids. I've tutored a lot of them, where you say, what happened at school today? And they say, they don't even say a real word. They just go, so you can ask things like, what was your favorite part? What was your least favorite part of this school year? What do you feel like you did well? What do you feel like you needed to improve on? What goals did you accomplish? What goals do you wish that you would have accomplished or done differently? Or what do you want to accomplish next school year? What went really well, or what was a highlight? What didn't go really well? I'm looking at my notes here. What was the biggest thing you learned in blank this school year? Blank being specific subject, because if you ask too broad of questions, you're going to get too broad of answers. What do you wish that you would have learned this school year that you didn't? How could we maybe learn that over the summer? Do you feel like your routine worked this school year? Could we improve it? How do you wish that I would have supported you this year that maybe I didn't? Or teachers supported you that they didn't? What do you want to do differently next year? Or what do you want to do the same next year? So those are just examples. And hopefully you ask some questions that you come prepared with, and then it kind of sparks the natural conversation. So maybe you ask that first question, you never ask the other ones you were hoping to ask, because your child opens up about something and it leads to natural questions, or it leads to natural conversation, where you can really listen to them. So don't get too stuck on like, these are the questions I'm going to ask, but just open up that reflection conversation, see where it goes. It may bomb, it's okay. But taking the opportunity to make sure that you help your kids reflect after each school year is going to be not only a great opportunity for them to build that reflection skill, but also for you to get some real good insight into what's going on in your child's world, and help them get insight on what is going on in their world and what they want to happen next school year. So do you reflect with your kids at the end of the school year? I want to know. Lots of fun things coming, so please don't miss out. Make sure you're following us on both Facebook and Instagram so that you never miss a thing. And just a reminder, I have something exciting coming out for summer. I created a math challenge for your kids that doesn't involve any workbooks, any math problems. It's just all really engaging, fun things for you to do with your kids that involve math. And it's coming out in a couple of weeks, but next week, if you're on our email list, you will get it in your inbox. So if you aren't on our email list, be sure that you get on it. I hope you have the best weekend that you can, and I will see you again next Friday.